All right, shalom, shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakah, Kwadash. I want to give double honors to all of my elder apostles at Great Millstone, GMS, all right, at Great Millstone, GMS, that rule very well, all right, in New York. Shalom to my elder apostles who I hold in high esteem. All right. And shalom, shalom to the sincere Akim that are scattered to the four winds of the earth, risking your lives week in and week out on the highways and byways to make your calling and election sure, and working out your own salvation. All right. Shalom to all of you sincere brethren, 144,000 scattered all across the four winds. All right. Shalom to you, brethren. And shalom to the Akwath, the sisters that support the men of Great Millstone. Stay strong and stay in prayer. All right. This is Shemaiah Salakia for the video. I tell you, phone messing up. Had to get a new phone. Had to get just, so much going on with these phones and laptops and so forth. But again, Salakia, I had to now upload videos. I'm doing the video today on Bello. Now, Miss Lisa Bello, she's a singer, songwriter. All right, she's let me see here. Let me go to online before I play the clip. All right. So her name is Lisa Bello. She's genre R&B, soul, and she is a Hebrew Israelite. All right, this sister here is a Hebrew Israelite foreigner. She's a beautiful vocalist. She can blow, man. She got some pipes. And one thing I want to mention with our people, they look at a so-called white woman and they say, wow, this white girl can sing. Well, she's not a white girl. See, this is where being ignorant and this is when being circumspect and seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read, because pardon me, need some water. Salakia, because if you understand history, you would understand the Israelites are scattered, and our seed we are everywhere. All right. So this sister is a so-called black woman, and I would go to bat for her and any other sister or brother. All right, that I know to be an Israelite. Every brother has gifts in this ministry. Every brother has his own offices. All right. Every brother has his own gifts, talent. So you got to use them. Every brother won't be doing this or that. Every brother should be on one accord. But every brother in the ministry of the house of David, all right, we have different gifts. And I have a few. I love to edify, I know that. But this sister here, she is a Israelite foreigner. Let me go into if I have Wikipedia, if she has Wikipedia. If she doesn't, that's fine. Now, she's on Instagram. I had to write her because I followed her because I realized she can sing. I heard her vocals. I was going through videos and, passing a couple of minutes time on there, and I seen a video and I couldn't see her. I guess my phone was acting up, and she sounded good, so I clicked on her profile. It was a, so-called white woman, and I was very happy to know this here is a sister, all right, and she is right now not protesting, but she support Black Lives Matter, and she probably has some guilt, or before I let her know, hey, you are a black woman, you shouldn't have any guilt, you shouldn't be feeling any type of way. Our people are wicked. Many of our people don't want to turn back to God, including you, Miss Lisa. All right, sister. So this is why we are being gunned down. And that's in the book of Zechariah. The possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty. All right. So this is the problem with her. She's on Instagram and other platforms. Hold on, what's the platform? Twitter. I believe, yeah, Twitter. See, she wrote, I hope one of the next systems they tackle is education system, the overpopulation of special education classrooms with black and brown students, dean, all right, and learning to say, okay, so this sister, she's all about Israel, black people, so-called black people, all right. She's all for so-called black people, and she needs to understand, and I wrote her a few times, because she also has a black, so-called black son, and I seen her parents, very cool, her father, cool brother. But yeah, man, you are who your father is, and her father is a black man, all right. And I can't find Wikipedia on her. I don't need it, but hold on, let me see. All right, let me see here if I can find anything on her here. If I can't, that's all right. All right, let me. All right, that's fine. That's fine, but again, let me go to the video. I'm gonna go to the clip. But yeah, she's a singer, R&B. That's her genre. And she is a so-called black woman. Again, when you have a lot of people and they look at her, they're gonna say, oh, the white girl can sing. She's not a white girl. See, I always said this. The Israelite foreigners, you are very important. Let me tell you, you play a very important role in this movie of the Most High, all right? Because you are an Israelite foreigner. You have so-called white skin, and you are a so-called other nationality of Irish descent, Scottish, Sicilian, which is my favorite, all right, Sicilian. I have a few family members that are Sicilian. And, hey, it's beautiful to know that the Most High set this up, the Israelite foreigners. That's who Paul went to. Paul went to the Gentiles, the Israelites that were scattered. Paul did not go to everyone, all right? Paul went to the Israelite foreigners. But let me play the clip and then get into a few scriptures, and I'm going to wrap up. I won't be long, all right? I'm going to play the clip, make sure. All right, here we go. Let me play the clip.
What I really want to say is I've got mine, and I'll make it. Yes, I'm going up. Tell the Sanchito Daddy he knows what is good for him. He best go run and hide. Daddy's got a new 45, and I won't think twice to stick that barrel straight down Sancho's throat. Believe me when I say that I got something for his croquet. But I really wanna know, baby. I really wanna say I can't define. I'll make it, yes, I'm going up. My soul will have to wait. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Ha. All right now. All right now. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. She can blow, man. You know, great vocalist, very great, great vocals, man. Flawless. I love it. But again, she is Miss Lisa. She is a Israelite foreigner. All right. So that was a good clip there. She is a. No, I'm sorry. This is the last sister I did. Let me delete this. So she's a songwriter. So Miss Lisa Bello is a Hebrew Israelite foreigner. All right. Confusion of face. Israelite on her father's side. All right, father. One moment. One moment. All right, let me go down. Let me see. All right. One moment. Let me get this. One moment. One moment. One moment. One moment. One moment. All right. Let me get this here. All right, there we go. All right. Satan in the midst. All right, so again, she is a confusion of face, Israelite foreigner on her father's side. No one is of mixed race. The father carries the seed, not the mother. All right, you are going to have Hebrew Israelites that look like so-called white people, Chinese, Arabs, Africans, Samoans, and the rest of the heathen nations. All right, but again, Israel, we're scattered. Pardon me. Prior to doing this video, I have allergies, like they're acting up, and I forgot to drink some water as well. So, Salakia, forgive me for the coughing in the video. But again, you are going to have Hebrew Israelites scattered across the four winds of the earth. All right, and this is very, 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 very important to understand. All right, very important to understand. Book of Numbers, Salakia. Book of Numbers 1 and 18. And they assemble all the congregation together on the first day of the second month, and they declared their Salakia, and they declared their pedigrees after their families by the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names from 20 years old and upward by their polls. So you are who your father is. You are who your father is. All right, not your mother. Book of Daniel 9 and 7. O Lord, righteousness belongeth unto thee, but unto us confusion of faces, as at this day to the men of Judah, and to the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and unto all Israel that are near and that are far off, through all the countries whether thou hast driven them, because of their trespass that they have trespassed against thee. See, this is the thing with this Israelite foreigner thing. This is not about wanting a person to be an Israelite foreigner or to be saved. I don't know the people who I do videos on. All right, I don't know Miss Lisa Bello. I don't know her. I don't know these people. I don't know these folk. It's the spirit that bear witness with our spirit. They are Israelites, so I have to do videos on these people. This is serious, and you have the government tagging us as terrorists. All we are, all right, is prophets that read the Bible, break the Bible down, and work. Take care of our families. Exercise, physically exercise. Some brothers, they are chefs. They own businesses. We are not robbing anyone. If anything, the government are robbing the people. The money is not on the gold standard. The money that you have is not real. The food is not real, most of the food. History is incorrectly written in the school books. All right, they don't teach about the Dark Ages. They don't teach about Beethoven. They don't teach about Aristotle. All right, they don't teach about Hannibal, Aristotle. Who else? Captain Jack. He was the first black, I believe, the first black pirate. They don't teach about these things, but they want to talk about Columbus. You lie and rob from the people every day. Also, the so-called white man Esau, they get your car. If they get your car, they tow your car. You have to pay. You know how much you have to pay a day, up to $150 a day. Who has that type of money? That is oppression. That is wicked. That is a wicked race of people promoting that. When people don't have money to be paying $150 a day. That is an abomination. And then, but again, I digress. I'm not going to go forward. You get it. You understand it. But again, the government, they want to paint the men of the Lord as terrorists. We're not terrorists, all right? We are prophets of the Most High, waking up Israel, and you don't like it. This is why you take the videos down for no reason. This is why you flag our videos for no reason. Because I bet you, if Esau did not take down no video, you would see thousands of videos from one or two brothers. That's how hard we go for the Most High. The edification is through the roof. But Esau, he has to be the devil. So that's okay. Book of Matthew 11:6. And blessed is he whosoever shall not be offended in me. Right. What does that mean? Hold on one moment. Salakia. All right. So that means being offended. And what I'm telling you about the Israelite foreigner, about this sister, Lisa Bello, she is a so-called black woman, all right? She is not a white woman. She is my sister. She is a sister. And may the Most High wake her up and have her to repent, and she start calling herself black, because she is a black woman, all right? And this is why you need the prophets. This is why you needed Paul. This is why the Most High set the prophets, his men, down on the earth to edify, to rebuke, to search out, to put that candle in Zion, to search out the Israelites, because we can be outside teaching to on a corner in any ghetto in the world, but see, have a so-called white person walk up, Are are you going to say, bye, devil, this ain't for you? No. You have to try the spirit. So this word is not for, so-called just black people, just because you have so-called black skin. Because again, you're brown, you're not black. But a lot of our people that have brown skin, a lot of them, their line goes back to Edomites. All right, their line doesn't go back to Israelites. Because again, you are who your father is. Let me see. So, if you are offended, that means that you hate the Most High in His words, because these are not my words. I'm not doing videos on these women and men because I feel like it. I do it out of fear, because I'm trying to wake up a potential sister or brother out there that may feel a certain way about their self-worth, their nationality, because they feel like they connect with black people so much, but they feel at the same time they're white. You need to repent. You need to come into the light. I'm talking about, a lot of Israelite foreigners, they don't have a talent as singing. They may not can sing or rap, but they sure talk like a black man or black woman, if you know what I mean. But hey, time will tell with that, because again, people can play the game, and claim that they're so-called black, being in so-called white skin, but I would know if a so-called black woman or black man is the Israelite foreigner by the Spirit. It's all through the Spirit of, with me, of talking to you, spending time around you, and most importantly, music. That's what I'm into. Music. That's what music, and again, you gotta repent. You cannot be afraid or ashamed. All right. Let me get a book of Isaiah 11 and 12. And he shall set up an ensign for the nations, and assemble the outcasts of Israel, and gather together the dispersed of Judah from the four corners of the earth. So Judah, all right, so-called Negroes scattered. Book of Romans 8 and 13. For if ye live after the flesh, ye shall die. But if ye live through the Spirit, do mortify the deeds of the body, ye shall live. For as many are led by the Spirit of God, they are the sons of God. For ye have not received the spirit of bondage again to fear, but ye have received the spirit of adoption, whereby we cry, Abba, Father. Key point, the Spirit itself bear witness with our spirit that we are the children of God. So, Miss Lisa Bello, the Spirit itself bear witness with our spirit that we are the children of God. All right. This is why I label you, I tell you that you are a black woman. All right. You are a sister. All right. And it's very important. 1 Corinthians 2 and 15. But he that is spiritual judgeth all things. Let me read it one more time. He that is spiritual judgeth all things. That means everything. This is why we're down here, the men of the Lord. This is why your pastor, he can't do what we do, all right? He can't break down these scriptures. He can't point out the Israelite foreigners. He doesn't understand that. He believes everyone can be saved. No, that's not in the Bible, all right? everyone can be saved. That's not in the Bible. So your pastor is a liar, all right? Let me read it one more time. But he that is spiritual judgeth all things, yet he himself is judged of no man. This is why we're down here, to let you know what it is, that you are an Israelite. You must repent. And if you don't, you're going to die. Thus saith the Lord. He's going to kill you, the Most High. You know, he give you cancer. He give you a disease out of nowhere. You know, he may get you house fire, get you shot. Who knows? The Most High is terrible. You got to fear the Most High.